Welcome to Scratch and Sniff, the podcast where each story begins with the spark of a certain smell. The stories are memories, and like our actual memory, they don't unfold in chronological order. Instead, think of these episodes like a playlist with a touch of smell-o-vision. Number 62, Drunken Noodles. Basking like a cat in the saturated sunshine of a street-facing window, I wait for my lunch date to arrive. I soak in the colors of maroon and gold, the delicate deities crafted entirely of finely cut paper, and the chatter of the kitchen. Wafting in between the booths and tables the fragrance of basil and lime, coconut milk and curry, charred bits of beef on a seasoned grill, curl into the nostrils of patrons. By themselves, the ingredients can be repulsive. Fish sauce can conjure images of death and decay. But when mixed with lime juice and cane sugar, the three dance on the tongue, taking us to faraway places. These aromas bring out a bouquet that is at once sour and sweet, exotic and unfamiliar, uncommon and adventurous. I see Kara on the sidewalk and wave through the window. She glides through the front door as I slide out of the booth. We hug deeply and kiss hello. I still love her lips like I loved them back in college. We're no longer those kinds of friends, but the adoration for one another remains just the same. Beyond my affection for her, Kara had always been a positive voice of reason whenever life became confusing, unclear, or just plain bad. Over the past few weeks, I began to feel like I was losing grasp of what my relationship had become with Trent. I needed an additional perspective. So last weekend, we're making breakfast, and I say something about playing volleyball again this summer, but avoiding the beer and pizza due to weight gain, blah, blah, blah. And then he responds with, "Yeah, you can't party like that this summer. We don't have an art director anymore, and I need you to be on your game." When have I not been on my game? When have I not pushed myself to the fucking brink for these two companies? Kara can see through my shouting. She sees the overwhelmed 28-year-old. Overwhelmed by having gotten this far, overwhelmed by not knowing how she did it. And then, Kara cuts through my demands for recognition and gives me what I need at that moment: consolation. "Honey, it sounds like he's putting the business before you." "I know. That's the status quo around here." "It's not okay. You do know that, right? You deserve a summer to do what you want to do. You guys work so hard. The least he could do is cut you some slack for wanting to shut your business brain off twice a week." The grip of her hand on mine told me the words that she didn't need to say. This isn't new news. The Walker-Trent relationship was mangled, glued, stitched, and nailed back together. I was succumbing to his control and refused to look at it as such. Why? Had it been like this all along? Had I never really noticed? As Kara dove into her hibachi rice, I inhaled my spicy drunken noodles. The smell was as intoxicating as the flavors. A burning sensation started to build in the pit of my stomach while I rationalized my need for volleyball, my need for making art, my need for being in music projects that had nothing to do with him, my need for a break from thinking about money or business or success, my need for doing every damn thing that was free from Trent's control. I realized I could keep complaining, or I could take action. I think I'm just going to be more observant. Maybe if I keep track of moments like this, I can do something about it, you know? Do you think that'll be enough? I really don't know. But I have to try something.